Hey, Crypto Outlaws. This is Zach Cook here, one of the founders of Crypto Outlaws, here today to tell you about two really exciting things we're adding to the roadmap for Crypto Outlaws. First one is staking. Staking has been something that we've really been thinking about for a while. A lot of other projects implement it, but we just didn't want to implement it just like any old other project. And we wanted the staking and the currency that you get from the staking to really be meaningful and have value. And so I want to explain how we're going to approach staking. The other thing I want to mention though before I go into that is how staking should really do a lot to benefit early holders. So as everyone's familiar, as I'm sure you know, the basics of staking, the longer that you have something staked, the more and more benefit that you get from that. So the early holders of Crypto Outlaws are really going to be benefited the most from this staking because they're going to have held theirs longer. So we're really excited about staking. Kind of the basics on staking that we're going to have is you're going to be able to, stake your outlaw. So it's going to be put into a smart contract where it's staking and then it's generating you bullet until whenever you want to take that out, and then stop the staking process and then do whatever you want with your NFT again. But while it's in there, while it's staking, you're going to be generating bullet. So basically we thought that was pretty fun to go with the Western theme. The longer you stake, the more bullets you get. And it also goes with the poker analogy, firing barrels and firing bullets. There's all these analogies. So we thought that was a cool name for it. It's going to be basically $BLLT. And basically the more you generate of this bullet, which is going to depend on, basically it's going to be a function of how many outlaws you have staked and for how long. And the more bullet that you generate, basically you're going to be able to purchase things in a internal kind of community store with bullet, and depending on how much bullet you have, that could be all the way up to big $1,000 tournament buy-in, or it could be something a little bit simpler but really cool, like a merch item. And so we're working out all the details on that and the tokenomics and what you're going to be able to exchange your bullet for. But it's just going to be something that'll be really fun to reward early holders and reward people based off how many outlaws they have for you to be able to go in and stake and earn bullet. The other thing that's amazing with bullet is that actually gives us an internal kind of cryptocurrency to use inside of the Outlaw Hideout, where we're initially going to have a poker playing application that isn't running decentralized on the Ethereum blockchain using smart contracts, but is a little bit more of kind of a traditional system. That way we get a chance to build out the front end user interface, test it with real people playing, and then eventually move our holder only tournaments and even some kind of cash game style games onto our own software. It's also going to help us develop the front end that's later on going to be used to actually play on the decentralized application for playing Hold'em. So anyways, it gives us something to use as kind of a play money currency. So you're going to be able to gamble on there using your bullet. So basically that's what it's all about. The more you stake, the more you're going to get. And the other ways to earn bullet would be through playing, Hold'em in the Outlaw Hideout. We're going to be able to get in there together as a gang and play poker to earn bullet. So it should be a really exciting thing. We're super excited about staking. We're super excited to come out with our own kind of community coin, which is something we're super stoked. As of now, no plans to get it listed on a decentralized exchange because of some kind of legal reasons. We don't want it to be able to be exchanged for other currencies or anything like that. It's just kind of a community token, but you are going to be able to redeem it for, like I said, those various prizes, and more on that will be announced. All right, so that's staking. That's added. That's a brand new thing. That's it. We're officially doing it. Staking is going to be out hopefully like by the end of May. We're working through this. We're trying to get it as early into our roadmap as possible and delivered and out there so people can start staking. Keep those outlaws unlisted. Keep hodling them and get them staked as early as possible so you guys can get time for them to get in there and start building up your your bullet arsenal. Okay, so the second thing, also very exciting. This is actually the most requested thing to be added to the roadmap by the community. So we're super excited. We've finally done the legwork and the grunt work and the research to make sure this is something that we're confident that we're going to be able to execute on. And so we're officially adding it to the roadmap, and that is delegation. So we're going to have delegation of the Outlaw NFTs. So this is something that's kind of being added to the end of the roadmap. But what delegation is going to allow you to do is basically eventually, once the decentralized application is live, it's running, we've gone through all the different things that needed to be gone through for that to be a protocol that's collecting rake, is a lot of other folks from the outside that don't have an outlaw by then are going to kind of want to rent that character out, both so you look cooler at the poker table. You don't have kind of a generic style character. You have one of the ones that looks like one of the Crypto Outlaws. And then also, so you get that perk of outlaw ownership and not having to pay any rake. So people are going to want that. And, there's a couple ways. Now there's going to be two ways they can get it. So A, they can buy, the outlaw from you, and then they'll get that advantage forever. They can buy it. They can, mint it from us if we're not already sold out. They can mint it. They can buy it on OpenSea or some other secondary market. So they can purchase it that way. Or what's cool, this is the thing that we're adding, is they can rent it from an outlaw holder. Say by then it's just too expensive for them to purchase an outlaw. They don't want to spend 1 Ethereum or half an Ethereum or whatever it might cost at some point. Instead, they don't have those funds, but they still want to be able to use it for a while. You can delegate it out to them. They can pay in exchange for it to be delegated to them. And we are going to be building that feature. So we're super excited. Folks are going to have the ability, if they've got 10 outlaws, they could delegate out 9 of them for a kind of passive income to other folks that want to use those outlaws, and then hold maybe their favorite one to actually play as at the table. Or they could do any number of things. Now, a couple people have asked, are we going to be able to stake our outlaw and delegate it at the same time? Can we do both at the same time? Doesn't look like, there's some technical reasons. It does not look like we're going to be able to do both staking and delegation at the same time. But don't fret. That just means that staking is going to be more of something that rewards those folks early on. It's going to be more of an emphasis on staking. And then later on, it's going to be more important once a decentralized application for playing Hold'em that's in smart contracts that's written down to the Ethereum blockchain. Once we transition into that, then it's going to be more important for delegation. So the earlier you mint your outlaw, the better of both worlds that you get. And we think that should work out pretty well, and that should be pretty cool. So staking and delegation in a nutshell, just explain those two. Drop in the comments below what you think. Was it a good idea that we added staking, that we're adding delegation? I think from the community response, folks think yes, it is a great idea. We're super excited. We cannot wait for these things to be live. Staking should be coming soon, within the next couple of months. Hopefully by the end of May, we'll have staking out, and folks will be staking their outlaw. Thanks, guys. That's my update.